Whew. Oh, hey guys, didn't see you there. Just cleaning up some stuff, cleaning up some trash. You know, booster boxes are now trash. Pokemon cards are now trash. We're hearing that from everywhere. All this stuff is trash. 9.1 billion has turned Pokemon into the junk wax era overnight. We no longer have anything to invest in. All this product now, trash. Just get rid of it. There's no point in keeping it. There's no point in spending any more money on it. We might as well just try and sell it. Might as well try and get rid of it. But you know, if I'm gonna lose money on it, I might as well just trash it. That's what I keep getting told, and that's where we should be going, right? Right. That's what I'm being told by all these videos, that 9.1 billion cards is completely junk wax. We're trash. If anybody knows what junk wax is, we have too many cards, and nothing's gonna be worth value. There'll be no value in this stuff in 5-10 years. Nobody's gonna want it. Pokemon actually might call me. I should probably save some of this, because Pokemon might call me up to buy this stuff back so that they can shred it and burn it. That's what they did in junk wax for baseball, right? I mean, they bought it back from the distributors, from LGSs, and from people to get rid of it because there's so much. Maybe there's an opportunity to sell it back to them. Maybe I'm making a huge mistake. Maybe I'm just crazy to be getting rid of this stuff. But I keep hearing it, that it's all junk. So why am I taking up space with garbage? I've made enough to cover everything in this room. It doesn't cost me anything. It's just space. But I might as well get rid of it. I might as well move on to, you know, real estate, or, you know, get into the stock market. That's doing real well right now. I heard that's flying up like crazy. I heard our economy's doing well. Maybe I'll jump into some industrial stocks, get in on the tech sector, because we've seen that one performing quite well the last few weeks. I don't know. Real estate, solid investment, right? Definitely been seeing that hold well up in our area anyways. It's been kind of doing extremely well. So yeah, it's time. It's time to move on to the bigger and better things of life. So guys, if you're new here, do me a favor of a poor soul that's throwing away his Pokemon collection, and hit that subscribe, hit that notify, and also hit that like button, guys. If we can get 80 likes on this video, it's greatly appreciated. It helps out a ton. Why? Why do I keep this stuff? What, I mean, here. I just got another 20 boxes of this from eBay. VMAX Climax. What? Why do I keep it? Might as well just, you know, that's garbage. How about this? Going through my stuff. Evolutions. I bought 4 of these for 79 bucks. I only kept one. My son and I opened 3 of them back in 2019 when they were dirt cheap. But for $79, I mean, now I can just heat my house with it, I guess. I'll just throw that in here. You know, we can go right down the line and through my room here, you know, we've got these. How about these? Poketins. D21 Poketins. I told you guys these were going to be a really good investment. Apparently, I was completely wrong, because the cardboard in here ain't worth to wipe your butt with, apparently, is what I'm being told. So, might as well throw them in there. Yeah, they had Cosmic Eclipse. Cosmic Eclipse is doing rather well, but apparently it's garbage, is being what I'm told. Guys, the moral of the story is that people like to push that 9.1 billion card number. It's a gigantic number, right? It's huge. It looks absolutely ridiculous on paper. It looks so astronomical that it makes your brain think that something's wrong. And people use it for the clickbait. That's the reason you're here on this video, right? You saw that, me bring that video again. I just did one similarly where I broke this all down, and I will link that above me. Well, it'd be right over here for you guys on this one. So it'd be right there for you. Go ahead and check out that video where I break down what you're looking at with that 9.1 billion, what you're looking at for a total number of booster boxes, and also potential chase cards and some of the chase cards, if all of them were in one set. So that way you've got a holy crap number still, which is more realistic that your head can maybe wrap around. But the one thing I am going to say in this video about that, without you going to another video at the end here, is when you sit here and look at this, let's take the booster pack. I've got these. But for our box, we do our rip and chips here, be next Saturday, or this upcoming Saturday here. People don't realize that out of this booster box that you see right here, there's 36 packs. Out of those 36 packs, 11 to 13 of them have a hit of some kind. Whether that's a holo, a V, a rainbow, a gold, an alternate art, whatever. Amazing rare if it's with voltage, a radiant if it's in Astral Radiance and Pokemon Go. But realistically, out of 36 packs, a third of them at most have a hit, with the trainer galleries too. So, realistically, I could pick 2/3. I could go in there right now and pick 2/3 of those packs and literally take the whole pack, because there's 12 cards inside here out of that 9.1 billion. There's 12 cards in this pack. And I will say 12, and I will argue anybody on 12, because they are counting the printing of code cards. I guarantee it. It's a printed card, it's cut, it's measured, it's verified, and then it's put into a pack. It's a card. So you got a code, 10 Pokemon cards, a energy card, and a code card. 12 cards in this pack, and I might as well take 2/3 of those. 23 of those packs and go like that. Right down into the garbage. Because that's what bulk prices are right now. There's 12 cents inside of that pack potentially. Well, with the rainbow, okay, I'll give you 15. Because they're giving 3 cents for reverses right now. Sorry, not rainbow, reverse. There's probably 15 cents worth of cards inside of there. You might as well just throw it in the garbage, because by the time you pay shipping to move any of those cards or do anything with them, they're pretty much worthless right now. You can go burn them. And I agree with that 100%. But there's a moral to this story. If that means that 2/3 of everything that was printed, 2/3 of it is garbage. Right here. It goes right here. Right here in this garbage can. That's where it needs to go. How does that affect how many cards are out there? Especially since we've seen a minimum of a 3 times growth in the Pokemon hobby in the last 2 years. Possibly, a lot of people would argue, a 5 to 6 times growth. I can tell you right now, all of my Pokemon sites and places that I watch, my e-forums, Discords, all the places that I used in 2019 are now huge compared to where they were, and they're active. In 2019, I would go to some e-forums and nobody be on them. You wouldn't see a post for a week. Now there's like 100 posts a day. Discord sites, hundreds of posts a day. Facebook, hundreds and thousands of posts a day about Pokemon, about selling stuff, trading things. We're still seeing a secondary market moving fairly significantly in a down market. Now, does that mean it's going to beat the recession? No, I don't know if it'll do that. But currently, it still is. Like I said, people would tell me to go put my money in stocks. I don't think that's a good idea right now. Do I think that if you're in a standard format like myself to continually put money into it, is it a bad thing to do? No. Would I change my total throughput to the markets right now and completely stop and go right into Pokemon? No, I wouldn't do that either. I would continue to make my standard 401k payments. Hey, that's my business. It goes in, it pays my 401k. My 401k is my investment in myself in the future so that I can retire and live off of it. Could Pokemon do that? Absolutely. It could be a, boom deal later on where this case of Evolving Skies right here does go for $20,000, $30,000 for this case. That's possible, right? There is the possibility that could happen. There's also the possibility that it'll be worth exactly $1,000 in the future. That's the risk we take. I paid $605 a box for these things, and right now they're about $900. Could they go down? Yeah, they could go back to $605. Do I see them dropping below $605? No. Once again, everything in this room is paid for if you do it smart. You have to become smart in this economy. You have to understand that, yes, there were 9.1 billion cards printed last year, but yet you can still not go to your LGS and find Pokemon Go, Astral Radiance, Brilliant Stars, Evolving Skies, or Celebrations. Those sets were underprinted. If you cannot get these anywhere without going to a secondary market, to that computer that's down here, and going on the internet and going to a personal person who already purchased those from one of those places to sell them to you for more money, there was not enough print. right? Especially for a set that's still in play, that's in rotation, that's being used in a tournament format that players need these cards in order to play the game. Does that mean there'll be more reprints? Absolutely. If you think there's no more reprints coming of Astral Radiance, of Brilliant Stars, of Evolving Skies, of any of the new sets coming up, Go, Pokemon Go, or even Lost Origins when it's released, you're absolutely nuts. There will be reprints. Evolving Skies is getting a reprint right now. We're seeing the cards come out. We're seeing singles come out. We're seeing sleeve blisters show up in some places. But it isn't a very big one. The big one's going to happen a little bit later down the road, I think. I think that that's going to be delayed. We might be seeing another one right at the beginning of November where that'll be the bigger one. And then we'll see a lot of this product right here come back. We'll be able to purchase those again at a reasonable price. But guys, the biggest thing is you have to realize is that just because there's 9.1 billion cards, and I bring this up again to really push this topic, because a lot of people are sitting here using this as a scare tactic for you, for me, for anybody that's willing to watch them, that the market is done. We're junk wax. We're going to see what we saw in the early 90s in football and baseball cards because of all the printing that occurred, and that's not going to happen. We're not seeing any sign of that in the Pokemon industry. Nothing that we see on our shelves is telling us this, and I think you can ask a lot of individuals what they think, especially your LGSs, especially some of the other YouTubers that actually own stores. They'll tell you the same thing. They're not seeing consistently the same situation happening here. So that's just one of those things that I'd like you to keep in mind. Is the Pokemon hobby immune to recession? No. It's always niche markets take a little bit longer to react to the macro market of the U.S. economy or the world economy. Things happen out there right now really quickly. In Pokemon, it's a little bit slower. It's a slower reaction time. That reaction spring takes a little bit more to show it. And we are seeing it somewhat now. There's more compression, a little bit less sales. Sales are down according to a couple of the sites. And that's the biggest thing is that that's what people need to see is that we are seeing a drop in sales, but we are still seeing consistent money spent, which is good. If we're seeing consistent money, that means people may be paying a little bit more for a product like this, right? They may pay more for these booster boxes than, say, some of the other things like Rebels Clash or Chilling Reign or Battle Styles or Fusion Strike or even Astral Radiance in the future. As Hype and FOMO dies, those are the things I can find at my LGSs, guys. Vivid Voltage, Darkness Ablaze, Sword and Shield Base, Rebels Clash. I can also find Fusion Strike, usually Chilling Reign and Battle Styles. The lower end sets are still available at my LGSs. I can still get those, and that's just because of the fact that these products aren't selling as well as the hot ticket items. That's where I always say in recent videos, be sure that you get specific now. Learn your market, learn your hobby, learn what draws people into a set, and use that knowledge to become better at what you do in the investment side. And understanding people's habits and understanding why people do what they do makes a huge advantage for yourself and gives you the leg up to know how to get in front of a trend when a trend starts to move. You can read the data, you understand people, and when that trend starts to go, you can be at the bottom and not at the top where it's expensive. Where you're trying to make a few dollars, you could make a lot more by understanding those trends. So, once again, guys, this is the information I have for you today. Let me know, do you like this format? You like me kind of changing things up and walking around the room, doing these little anecdotic things as I walk in, because that's a little bit more fun for me. So let me know in the comments below, do you like this kind of stuff? And also in the comments, let me know, what kind of information would you like me to cover a little bit more into? Would you like me to look more into underrated cards, underrated sets? Do you want me to talk to you more about what's happening in the market? Look at the news, use PokeGuardian and that kind of stuff and kind of extrapolate what's happening to give you a better perspective maybe of what those things are. Let me know in the comments. I'm really wanting to get some more information to you guys and really help you guys out for what you want to do. Other than that, guys, if you are new here, hit that subscribe, hit that notify, and last but not least, hit that like button, guys. We can get 80 likes on this video. Greatly appreciate it. Helps out a ton. And of course, it's free for you, so be sure you hit that like button. Also, before I leave, check out these two videos up over here. I will put that the last 9 billion card one right here for you. That way you can check it out. I'll put it right here at the top. And other than that, guys, if you do like this content, once again, hit that subscribe. And we will see you next time here on Northwoods TCG.